Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Ultimate General American Civil War. This is episode 40 of our Union Let's Play. We are continuing the Battle of Cold Harbor. This will be day 2. I imagine we'll also do day 3 on this, because going back and looking through this, day 2, unless you want to be super aggressive and lose most of your army, you kind of just sit back and do nothing. At least I think that's how it goes. So I'll probably be editing out a lot of day 2. I do have timestamps in every single one of my videos, by the way. So sometimes they're more extensive than others, but usually these intros I timestamp to the beginning of the battle intro. So if you guys want to skip, when I ramble on too long, just look for those timestamps. But this is the Battle of Cold Harbor, 2nd of June, 1864. Yesterday we failed to breach their defensive lines, and the enemy continues to become stronger. Our next corps of reinforcements are expected to arrive late in the evening. They move to deploy against their right flank. In the meantime, we approach the Confederates slowly by digging trenches. We can use this day to rest our forces, or we could attack. Be forewarned, without our reinforcements, our chances for success are minimal. Now, when we do attack, and if we find an area to attack, it's going to be the Confederate left flank. That is where I've seen most people have the most success, and it's the least, well, it has the least amount of breastworks. There's tons of skirmishers up there, I believe. So we'll try that. You can also see in our army, we outnumber them we outnumber them by a lot. 28,000 soldiers. Now they do have 16 more guns, but I imagine those are in really large artillery brigades, and I've touched upon that before. That's not how you want to do things, but let's dive right on in. On the battlefield, we are approaching the enemy by digging trenches. Our new breastworks are very near those gentle ridges, those heavily defended gentle ridges, which are the main target of our attack. And I believe this is where all the bruised and battered troops that attacked us on day 1 should be. Their second line of defense is built around the new Cold Harbor crossroads. We won't be attacking there. And down here, we won't really be touching this either. These breastworks extend to Turkey Hill. So, right flank of the Confederates, not something we're really going to touch. The very top left is something that we will touch, even further left than this. The other defensive line is made at Walnut Grove Road. This position is somewhat riskier to attack. So this is, what would this be? This would be our left, their right, I believe. Let's pause things for a moment and take a look at the battlefield. So down here, I've mentioned this in this game a million times. This game likes to make things tough for you by extending your forces. We don't need these forces all the way up here. We could pull all of these guys back to this line over here, and then we can just kind of sit over here. Now, I'm not entirely sure about this 24-pounder right here. Let's see, 20-pounder back there is fine. That's kind of weird that we have breastworks up here, but there's, an opening over here. That is fine, though. What I do want to do is probably swap some of these 2-star units with 1-star units eventually. That is probably one of my plans. So I'm actually going to pause the video, and we're going to do some shifting of forces around. Okay, a bunch of orders have been given. I think we are pulling back to proper positions, moving our artillery. I'm a little worried if this artillery starts taking counter battery fire from the enemy, we will adjust accordingly. I don't think they will, but better safe than sorry. They are... We'll have to look at that. Need to see if the enemy does anything. I'm moving 20-pounder. This 20-pounder will probably actually go about there. When all is said and done, Roughnecks, you'll pull out Massachusetts over there. That'll be perfect. Okay, so they are shifting some units forward. So we're going to have a line. Let's put you guys like there. Devil Dogs up over here. Those guys are a little out by themselves, but it's fine, I think. This one is taking a few too many hits. Okay, Excelsior, move out. Swap spots really fast. And then Super Sloth. Super 6, not Super Sloth. That's funny on my part. Okay. I like how that looks a little bit more. We'll put Roughnecks over here just in case. Let's see, Steel Legion is getting over there. Perfect. All-American. Blue Devils. And then... I thought I saw some of their artillery, but now I can't see it. Okay, Boys in Blue. Let's have... Actually, we should probably move back some of these units. Not entirely sure these guys right there is the best idea. Let's move you guys over and pull you back a little because you're sort of in the fire. Actually, I kind of like this 20-pounder moving out over there. And then, let's see, Boys in Blue could go take up this position here. We don't have anybody over here. I probably don't need, now think about it, yeah, we don't need to be that far out. There's probably nothing that's going to happen over here. And then McClellan, go be a good lad and sit over here. So, the rest of this battle is just probably going to be a cannon duel. Probably nothing too exciting. So I'll probably speed up through things. If anything interesting happens, we'll show it. But yeah, over here, we've pulled back, so they don't really have anything going on. So I'm going to probably cut the video here and return when something interesting happens. So in this battle, you get a bunch of reinforcements. Feels like they're really, really not needed. I mean, it's just... like, there's an hour 15 till the day is over. Those reinforcements come on too late, but I mean, that's kind of historical. To note, these breastworks here suck. Their artillery was able to shoot Massachusetts off of them. Now I am going to pull Roughnecks back off of them and put Massachusetts back on. And then our 20-pounders... I mean, most of our artillery is probably running really low on ammo. Probably not a lot worthwhile to shoot. And you can just see we get all of these reinforcements. So as I said, they come on really, really late. And there's not a lot to really do with them. I mean, we could move all of this cavalry down here. Maybe take a peek at what's going on. And all of those skirmishers, which is not all of the skirmishers. It does sound like there's a couple things happening here and there, but nothing major, to be honest. I am trying to pull all of this artillery forward. Would be not too shabby to have more artillery moving forward. But you can see it's just an artillery duel against breastworks, and like that's not exactly exciting, and I'm not going to push out and make a terrible mistake like Grant did, because that's exactly what happened at Cold Harbor. There's no reason to do that. No reason whatsoever. Because this battle is a really long battle and lasts for a really long time. So, yeah, we're just going to... I mean, we could just put these guys on, like, these breastworks. I mean, there's a couple units pushing forward, so we could do some damage to them. Let's grab some of our artillery to shoot again this 20-pounder. We are running out of ammo on some things. I don't really want to use my supply wagons because I believe these units replenish once the day is done. Whereas to replenish your supply wagon, it costs quite a bit of money. Okay, so these 14-pounder James, not in position. Let's grab this 24-pounder, put it back over here. Trying to find all of my artillery. I have artillery just everywhere. No attack this way. There was a couple regiments that came up that way, but nothing crazy. So let's super fast forward this and just kind of walk through this. Wolverines, they're starting to take a lot of casualties. We'll probably consider pulling them out soon. Maybe put somebody else in their place, but I don't know. I feel like they'll take more casualties pulling out than leaving them there. Hopefully we can break lane. Whoever this unit is, I've said this before, line of sight in this game, really terrible. We should be able to see this unit that is attacking us over here. I really would like to grab Wolverines and get them out of there, though. Let's see if we can pull Wolverines out really fast. Put Screaming Eagles in there. That elicit. Okay, that's interesting. That was a good way to pull the enemy in. Okay, second to none. Once you're in. Okay, probably taking too many casualties, flip-flopping, but Wolverines definitely, they need to retire. Oh, I think we shattered a unit, so that's always good. This day's nearly over. I promise you day 3 is a lot more exciting than days 1 and 2. Kind of unfortunate how these... I mean, they tried to keep them fairly historical, but this is just kind of a boring day 1 and day 2. I mean, you don't want to attack these breastworks. So, monitoring the Confederate left flank. Now, I think this is also on day 2. That was a weird graphical glitch right there. And this is where we will be taking an objective. Now, I don't think we'll be taking it today. It'll probably be tomorrow. But meanwhile, the Confederates stand on Old Church Road and wait for us to make a move. And it's this left flank over here, it's even further, is where we'll make our move. Yesterday, we have abandoned the trenches in Magnolia Woods to take up a safer position southeast. The Confederates have captured those trenches and reinforced them. I mean, that is to be expected. This is where we will make our push, right here. The Confederate left flank is currently established at this section of Shady Grove Road. And there's a way to get around the breastworks there, and that is where we'll hit. We could attack tonight and attempt to storm their defenses. It is, though, advised to just defend Bethesda Church and wait till all of our army is operational for a full-scale assault. Now, need a pause at the beginning of the battle and kind of look at what is going on here. So, I say this in every single battle, every single time. They spread you thin to make it more difficult. Do you see an objective over here? So what are all these troops defending? Nothing. There are more breastworks here. So we should pull all our forces back over here, and that gives us a much smaller amount of area to defend. With that, we can then push forces up over here and try and take the Confederate left flank, because if you look at the objective, there's tons of different ways to win this. Over here, all must be fulfilled. We have all of these fulfilled, and then you can see at least one must be fulfilled. Hold CSA left flank. And if I click capture CSA left flank, that's this guy here. So I do plan to shift units over that way, just kind of looking at what I have. We'll probably hold on to this area here. That looks like a terrible spot there. Trying to... Do we not have all of our artillery? Where is all of our artillery? I think some of our artillery... No, it's not down here. Anyways, I'll start moving the forces so you guys don't have to see the boring parts of the battle, and then we will push forward. Okay, there's 20-pounder, 24. Okay, I like 2 up there. Alright, as I said, I'll pause this here, give some orders, and then we'll be back. Okay, I think we have all our forces moving out. As I said, we are abandoning everything down here, and we're going to form a line over here. Stars and Stripes is going to hold this area that doesn't have breastworks, but I doubt we'll really see any action over there, but they're my 3-star. I don't need them up front. against the enemy, or for the enemy cannons to just demolish us. We're going to put 2 skirmishers over here, and we actually have quite a lot of forces available to us, and I'm going to bring Quicksilver up this way, and I'm going to start bringing Force up that way, because we might need ammo up there. Now, do need to watch out in case the enemy makes a large push somewhere, but I think by pulling back, we should be good. We have a 24-pounder over here in a nice entrenched position. So All Reliable, Star Spangled, and Lightning Mule, they're moving up to be the attack force. Our 1-stars will hold the line over here. And then you please target people that are out in the open. That is an absolute must. So, these guys, they will start pushing up, and I would like them to actually run. And we'll have quite a large force, now I think about it, to attack with. That'll be really good. So you guys are running, Force move up there, Quicksilver, you can move up there, and there's possibly a charge. I mean, you'll love to see the Confederates charging on in. Against breastworks, 2 pieces of artillery. That was grape shot right there. Come on. Break them. That 24-pounder seems to be in a terrible position, to be honest. But we'll eventually move that 24-pounder up. Alright. Grab all these guys, shift them up. Yeah, okay, so Cook just took devastating damage. Let's get some morale regen on Vermont. Vermont is taking a beating, and I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I would like maybe like Brooklyn boys and Vermont to swap spots. Let's see if that elicits an attack by them. But yeah, I'd prefer Vermont to not take, you know, as many casualties as they are. It's like that elicited something, not really. The Brooklyn boys, you guys over here. Vermont over here. How are you guys doing? Perfect. Shift them out. Okay, I need skirmishers now. And lots of skirmishers to move out and start flanking this position. Okay, they are exhausted, which is to be expected. These guys are probably exhausted too. Force, we'll have you move up. Keep shifting Vermont over. And then just get all of these skirmishers moving, all of these guys in the corner over here. And we'll probably kind of sit tight for a moment as we need to replenish some condition. Okay, I like Brooklyn boys over there more. Having a 2-star unit get blasted to smithereens is not exactly the plan that, you know, I like. Obviously you like something else. So let's continue shifting all of these skirmishers up. Let's have you guys shift over here. There's some more skirmishers. And then it's just about getting these guys up over there too. And you can see there's no breastworks here, there's just a crap ton of skirmishers, if I remember. Which is its own problem. I mean, it's not... Skirmishers are nothing to sneeze at. Especially in the woods. But if we can push them out, Get units like Gold Standard pushing forward, Fighting First pushing forward, and then all of them, which are more elite units. They're not fully elite. What Old Reliables is, they're not 3-star, but they're as close to 3-star as it gets, which Old Reliables right down here. Okay, let's shift these skirmishers maybe over here. That was a big hit against... Okay, so now their artillery is ranged in on these units. That's not good. I wonder if we can start getting these skirmishers out. Start shifting you guys forward. Perfect. Your skirmishers are available to move out. And then Star Spangled, and there we go. There's some breastworks that are opening up. And you can see all these skirmishers. Now, we need to push them out of this area. And if we can win on day 2, that would be perfect. Now let's start pushing this 24-pounder up. This grab Force, this grab Quicksilver, because we don't want any morale losses over here. And we do want all of these skirmishers to get... Come on, Fighting First skirmishers. Okay, need you guys to move up. I think actually you guys can move up now. I think this 24-pounder can move up, Quicksilver, and let's grab Star Spangled. Let's have Gold Standard turn. Okay, you guys just need to move forward now. Jersey Blues is taking some damage here. All of our guys are tired, and that is one of the problems here. But all we're facing are skirmishers. And if we can clear these skirmishers... Oh, okay. Jersey Blues is taking a beating. And this is what the skirmishers are for. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's get on their flank. Jersey Blues, just sit there and recover. Quicksilver, you're doing a fine job. Okay, Jersey Blues, like, stop and just recover condition. I don't know why they keep futzing about. You guys actually need to get out of there. Some of these skirmishers are taking a little bit too much of a beating now. But, there we go. There's the prize right there. But there's skirmishers in the way. Okay. Fighting First skirmishers, you need to get out of there because you're about to break. Or shatter. And you're not paying attention. Come on, shift up. Get out of there, please. You guys need to reattach. Come on, we know there's artillery right here. We need to hit it. Otherwise, that artillery will do devastating damage to us. Okay, you guys need to reattach. Jersey Blues, come around this way. Keep pushing. Alright, we need you to hit that. That is the priority. 20-pounder. Hit that too. Honestly, we could have you guys pull out also. And run. 23 minutes. I don't know if we'll take it. But man, we are close. Okay, melee them. Grab you guys. and shift up like so. Horse, Quicksilver. Okay, let's just reattach you. Pull you guys forward. Man, I would love to capture and just be done with Cold Harbor, because this is not... This battle's a little, yeah. Okay, you guys need to stop. Keep hitting them. Keep hitting, I need you to hit Pogue? Okay, Davis is right there, so that's not fantastic. But as long as we keep hitting that artillery, that is what I need to happen. You guys come over here. Horse, Quicksilver. We don't have enough condition. I don't think we'll make this, unfortunately. There's just not enough time. Which is really unfortunate. I thought we had a pretty good plan going. Man, can we push forward? There's more artillery over there, which is not good. Can you guys hit them? Them. You guys need to hit them. Okay, Brooklyn boys are in a really bad spot. 1 minute. Man, I would love to keep fighting this. But... starts us so late on this flank. Proceeding to next day. We got so close. I think that was worth it, because I think when we get to this part on the next day, that flank should be really undermanned, and we should be able to take it pretty well. So, we took a decent chunk of casualties there, but I think it was worth it. I mean, we're at a 32,000 man advantage. We're at a 28,000, so we're up by a little bit. Just make sure we're not down any commanders. One of our groups was at Wolverines. They got pretty low. We lost a parrot gun. That's interesting. And then Illinois, yeah, Wolverines. Wolverines taking a beating, Illinois. But this corps is the reserve corps. They haven't been touched. So let's dive on into the next day. And this should be the interesting day. So, Battle of Cold Harbor, 3rd of June, 1864. Now, at dawn, our army is ready. With our full force, we will attack all Confederate fronts simultaneously. Advanced men, today we can destroy Lee's army. And this is... no. No. You want to find a spot and attack the weak spot and then roll that into a strategic strong point where you can push the enemy away. You don't want to all-out attack a front of a breastwork. That's just... yeah, no. That doesn't work. So on the battlefield, starts at 4:30 a.m. I just saw the time, which is pretty crazy. So we are preparing for an all-out attack, stand up men, and charge. Yeah, not happening. Okay, so let's do a quick pause. So this is the part of the battlefield we don't care about. We've established this multiple times. There's no real reason to be pushed that far forward. So we're going to pull back our line like we did before. Now over here... we can see their lines. That's kind of cool. Looks like our breastworks have been reinforced and pushed up a little bit more. I do need to figure out what on earth I have available to me. Over here, nothing necessary. So I will pause the battle here. Well, it's already paused. And I'll come back once everything is in motion. Okay, I hope I have everybody moving. Confederates are starting day early, shooting away as usual. It's interesting how they can see me, but I can't see them. I don't think they have the high ground, and I don't see any observation points, so... I've said this a few times. The line of sight in this game is a little bit odd. In the Ultimate General American Revolution, they've changed the line of sight a little. Well, you can actually see what your guys can see, which is really, really nice. Because it's really obnoxious to not be able to see the enemy, but they can see you. Just putting it lightly, to be honest. Alright, so you guys over here, let's put this 24-pounder about right here. And then, as I said before, we're just abandoning this entire area. There's no objective down here, so it just doesn't matter. You all need a run, though. That is important. Well, maybe this not run so you keep pace with the artillery in case there's some Confederate cavalry, because historically there was a whole corps of cavalry at this battle, and we saw some cavalry on day 1 somewhere over here. Okay, so second to none is going to take Green Mountain's position once... Yeah, okay, let's move you guys out, move you guys in, do the whole swaparoo, and then we are shifting some 10-pounder parrots over here. I think that'll be a good spot for those, and we have a 12-pounder Napoleon moving up over here. And then, yeah, just pulling everything back out of here. Okay, all Americans, you're a 3-star, so let's not have you, you know, lag behind and get caught out by some cheeky cavalry. That would be pretty terrible. So I'm going to fast forward through this, and then we'll see if anything interesting happens. Oh, there's a hole in my line. There's a few holes in my line. Okay. That's not good. I didn't realize I was leaving myself open like that. Okay, you guys were going to go up over here. You guys were going to go like so. I don't need that. You can probably come down here. Glad I saw that hole early, because that would not be good. Alright, let's pull you guys over here just in case. And then I would actually like a couple more units, like say here. You guys can pull all the way back. Oh man, what on earth? Let's not have that happen. Holy cow. What the crap? Okay, this is getting really obnoxious that they can see our artillery, but we can't see them. I think that's a little unfair, to be honest. I feel like we should be able to see everything that's in these breastworks and more. That was really bad on that artillery. Really, really bad. Okay. We are still on super fast forward mode, and I will probably cut out the rest of this phase until we get to the Confederate left flank where the actual battle is occurring and we're trying to win the battle that way. On to the left flank. Literally nothing happened other than an artillery duel, and it wasn't much of a duel because we couldn't see them and they could see us, so kind of obnoxious, but thankfully they just shot the 1-star units that were in the breastworks once I pulled that 12-pounder Napoleon back. So here's the left flank. Meanwhile, we are mobilizing to assault the northern Confederate defenses. Old Church Road must be held, and yeah, I mean, we're going to push. Man, I hate that they take away everything that we had up here. Well, it's obnoxious. I would like a large contingent of troops right here. So their left flank is defended by Heth's elite division, but his forces are not sufficient to cover a wide front. We have a good chance to dislodge the rebels, and that's where we will be attacking. So let's pause this real quick. I would like to swap some units around. I would like Brooklyn boys to to move and take over Vermont's position, and Vermont, I would like you to move over here, and then these guys, once again, go over here. I need you to run, and then do the same thing over here. So I'm going to pause the video while I do all this movement because you guys don't need to see it. Okay, troops are on the move, at least I hope they're... Ooh, that changed to dark. Okay, Vermont, why are you moving forward? That's not where I had you going. Alright, everybody is shifting around now. Some troops that we did have going on that attack over there, they are not going to be part of that attack because they are a little beat up. Brooklyn boys, however, you need to go over there and you need to run. Vermont, you need to come over here and you need to run. So I am shifting, who is it? Liberty, Glory, and First and Only up that way. It's less distance for them to run, which I think is important. And it's also... they're also more fresh. So Old Reliables is going to sit over here. You can see their condition is terrible because they... I guess don't recover condition from day to day. And then Jersey Blues is going to sit over here instead because they're in better shape. Now this time, what I probably need to do is put these guys in that corner and have them rest up because their condition is atrocious. And I need them to be... Okay, this parrot gun is too close. It's taking too many casualties. So it needs to pull back to a safer location so it doesn't get blasted by enemy artillery. Because it inadvertently takes damage when the Brooklyn boys get blatted. Okay, so that could have been bad. These guys have no conditions. They are struggling to get into their position. But once they're in their position, I'll feel pretty good. Let's actually shift you up over there. There we go. There we go. Good, good, good. And then they will be able to rest and refit, hopefully. Alright. Gold Standard, get in your corner. Hellcats, get in your corner. You can see there's Fry over there, and he has 431 men. That is not good. Well, it's good for us, but it's not good for him. Now, I just realized I do have a hole in my line. I need... No. I need those skirmishers to go over here, and I need them to fill that hole, because I did that last time with skirmishers, but I don't know... Let's have you guys go like that. And then you guys will sit over there. That's perfectly fine. And then Glory. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Liberty. Up there. And then we will push over here again. We've already dealt considerable damage to what is left over here. It's annoying that you guys are not shooting them. So who's charging? I hear a charge. Sounds like it's over here, but I can't pinpoint it, nor do I see it. So I'll keep an eye out on the mini-map. You know, that great technology they had in 1865 of being able to use a mini-map. It's always funny in games like this, like, I like the concept of a mini-map, but obviously you didn't have that back in the day. Now, I guess it could be... what do you call it? Runners? Runners isn't the correct word. Messengers. There's another terminology for it, but of course my brain's not comprehending that at the moment, but that is fine. But, you know, you would have messengers that would say, hey, you know, left flank, you would have cavalry, you would have spies. Cavalry would be like, hey, there's a giant Confederate army marching on Gettysburg, and... Or... in the sense of, what is it, Chancellorsville, the Union Army not believing that Jackson was flanking them, even though very much happened. That's the funny part about Chancellorsville, is the Union actually knew that a flank attack was happening, they just didn't believe it. Which sounds very, very like the Union early on in the war. Early on in the war, some of their generals just felt completely incompetent. But there's also a political side to that too, in the sense that there was a lot of pressure from Congress and from Lincoln to win, and win fast. So, unlike the South, where you could argue there's political pressure from, you know, the Southern government, but it's not like that of the Northern, the United States Congress. Not at all. Okay, so that's, I really didn't give these guys a chance to breathe, but you know what? Such is life. Was it C'est la vie? I should not speak any other language other than Spanish, and I don't really know Spanish. I know Mexican-American terrible Spanish, as in my early years, I spent a lot of time working in a restaurant as a line cook manager. So you learn Spanish very quick when you do that. Also took it in high school, and then I took a little German in college. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, but that's about it. I do not claim to be a savant of any language, including the English language. Alright, looks like, I mean, we did a lot of damage to them previously. Let's pull this 24-pounder up. There are still cannons over here. You don't have any skirmishers. Where are our skirmishers? They're moving so slow right now. Let's shift you guys up. I would love to get these guys in the trees so that we don't have this issue of being annihilated. Okay, is there any artillery over here? I don't see any. 356 men left and 251 for real units. Those are not skirmishers. Those are real brigades. They are, unfortunately, we are exhausted, but I need you guys to continue fighting on. I believe in you. You are the chosen one. You will bring glory to the north. Alright, let's get this 24-pounder up, 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 up. Let's get these skirmishers. Might need to shift these skirmishers. Aw, man, somebody killed? Gold Standard. Brigadier General John Mason killed. Crazy. They've 210 casualties. I mean, that is a decent chunk, but you hate to see that. I mean, it is skirmishers, so they're, you know, like sharpshooters. We're really struggling to dislodge them. Has to do partly with our condition, and then partly to do with, I don't know what my last thought was there. That happens a lot. Okay, there's some artillery over there. We're going to go chase it down. We'll probably take Gold Standard out of the fight and have First and Only and all of them kind of shift into the fight a little bit more. We can probably move Brooklyn Boys up and push these skirmishers here. And really, we just have to wrap up this flank. Perfect, that was a shatter. Fry should be shattered soon. Doles is another unit that will be shattered soon. Alright, shift you guys up. Up, up, up. We have first and only moving up slowly too. But this is looking like this is where our victory will be. And I know part of the meta of this game is kill as many as possible, but because we've played this campaign poorly from a financial standpoint, I need to preserve as many troops as possible going into Richmond. Heard melee, but I don't see it. And I don't necessarily see a benefit in killing the enemy every single time. I understand, like, it affects their overall manpower, but I don't know, in some of these battles it just doesn't seem to matter whether or not the enemy outnumbers you by 1,000,000 or you outnumber them. You seem to take the same amount of casualties every single time. And there's a scaling effect in place anyways, so it's not like it truly works. We'll probably actually retire fighting first from this. Just kind of looking through them. Just push force up. But we only have 14 minutes, oh crap. Well, I think it'll come back to this battle later. Okay, I don't know what you guys are doing. Keep shifting up. Where are you guys going? Right there. Let's have you guys go there. You guys move over here. Union secured. CSA left flank. Okay. So does that mean we win? Or do we have to hold it for 41 minutes? That is the question. Okay, really need Miller to go away. Gold standard, fighting first. Keep moving up. Force, Quicksilver. This 24-pounder really needs to be up in the thick of things. Oh! They attacked oh, that's... I mean, that fortification sucks. That makes sense. I should have probably put, like, Penn State here. Actually want you guys to go hit them. Hit them. Okay, can we shift forward a little? And hit those skirmishers. We can completely clear that flank. Okay, they're routing. That makes sense. I guess I wasn't paying attention to my mini-map enough, but that's a terrible breastwork. Like, why would you build a breastwork like that? Just do this. Yeah. It's not worth getting too into it. But some of the breastworks are very, very odd in this game. That 24-pounder's doing work. That 20-pounder parrot is probably out of ammunition. I think it's yellow ammo. That's nearly fully out of ammo. Okay, that looks good. That artillery is retreating. Okay, so it's letting us continue this battle past the timer, so that's good. Because I would like to win. I would like to not go back to that really obnoxious artillery duel that's happening. Okay, if you can move down here, and then this grab force and have him come back, because over here, we're pretty much, like, we're wrapping these guys up. And I don't see any Confederate attacks anywhere else. We are... I mean, it looks like we are doing a great job. I would like you guys to go back to your parent unit. And then, let's see. Let's have you three. That's fine. See, that was a crisscross that actually made sense in my mind. Some of the other times it does that, you're just left in bewilderment. You're like, what on earth are you doing? At least that's how I feel. I think that's what a comment... Oh man, I can't ever remember who makes the comments. But that was one of the comments made, was, you know, Quicksilver's favorite thing to say to his troops, what are you doing? I would be a fantastic commander. I would be absolutely blown away by the stupidity of troops and the refusal to follow orders all the time. Who's the one that is missing Gold Standard? KIA. How about Gold Standard? You go back there. Fighting first, you go back there. I think it's really letting us just hold the CSA flank. I am trying to cause casualties where it makes sense, but I don't want to do anything too crazy. Our men are absolutely exhausted. The battle continues at Cold Harbor Road. Really? Oh gosh, this error where it goes off the map. And it's repositioned a lot. No, it hasn't. Okay. General, they are inflicting many casualties on us. Should we continue our attack? Maybe it was better to accept a defeat than massacre so many soldiers of our army. No. We're just, like, this part of the battle I don't care about. We're like 2 minutes away from winning on the other side. That's the problem. But it wants us to continue fighting over here. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I feel like just cutting out this entire 3.5 hours over here, because it's just going to be artillery doing that, which is a waste of my men, to be honest. Like, could I just... There is no point... I'm looking at this. There is no point to being up there. So I'm going to pull back. There's no point to being that far up. We're just going to pull our forces back. And then I don't have to deal with stupid casualties, and then I can really cut the video out. Because look at where our protection points are. We have the victory. Hold CSA left flank, hold all of those. We have the victory. So let's just let... Let's pull New York back. Let's put second to none here. Let's pull Rolling Forth back. Let's pull Excelsior to here. Can you guys run? Would be fantastic if you guys could run. And then just let them come into our artillery, as opposed to just sitting where they can see us and we can't see them. That's my goal. I'm sticking to it. This is... It's really funny what the game wants you to do versus what makes the most sense. And I'm going to fast forward it through here. Yeah, now they can't attack. We have the win. There's no point in taking stupid casualties. There's no point in sitting out on these breastworks when the enemy artillery can see us, but we can't see them. And all of our objectives are secured. So, yeah, we're just going to... I mean, you know, we'll make sure we secure our objectives. But that's, I mean, this is what we're going to do. 10-pounder parrots, 20-pounders, yep. Let's just put New York right here. A second line right there. These guys, actually, let's just put more artillery there. Second line there. Okay. I'm going to cut this part of the battle out and fast forward it through till we get to the other flank and win. Okay, literally nothing happened once I pulled back, so that would have been the smart thing to do from the very beginning instead of taking all those needless casualties on our one-star units. But here we are back on the left flank where we should win very, very quickly. The rebels held bravely so far, but we still threaten their left flank with sufficient forces. we can breach those defenses. And, oh man, we have to hold for 42 minutes. Oh well, I think we can actually do a lot of damage to them, since this is the case. And I'll probably just roll this force down upon the Confederates, because that sounds like the fun thing to do. So let's go see what the Confederates have. I mean, we hold... Maybe we should keep Gold Standard. Yeah, let's actually keep you guys over here. Now I think... Oh, no, do not charge in. That could have been bad. I mean, not terrible at skirmishers, but, you know, losing 200 men because of my own stupidity would have been pretty bad. Yeah, there's nothing left over here, so I think we have all this time left. We can... we have no condition. That is one of the problems. These guys have condition. Can you guys, like, go around them, and then you guys step forward and hit these units? Quicksilver, you're over here. Liberty, doing a great job. Could probably pull Vermont and Maine out soon. Forces, giving them some more supply. We haven't been attacked on the southern flank. Let's move you two forward. And you two shift over here. Grab these skirmishers, come on. Move up, skirmishers, we believe in you. Actually, yeah, something like that. Move colonials up, move Quicksilver up. 24 pounders doing fine. Weird that you can't sit in their breastworks. Yeah, we should be... what is that artillery over there? We should be able to just continue squeezing and dealing as much damage as possible until that hits the timer. And this is the kind of damage that I like to do, where it's units crisscrossing. This is the type of damage I like to do where there's a lot less risk involved. We're not going to take as much damage on our end. There's that. Can you hit Page? Do I have another parrot gun over here? I don't think so. I mean, you guys can push out. Maybe. Penn State's taken quite a lot of damage. We do have, what's it called? There's a battle right after this. Cold Harbor, Port Stevens? Is that it? Man, I am so bad at this. Come on, break them. We have 6 minutes left. Let's just continue breaking units. These guys are so tired. They have no condition. They've been fighting for multiple days on end at this point. That doesn't count as flanking? That's interesting. New Hampshire is starting to take more casualties than I would honestly like. Is Kirkland seriously charging? That's crazy. Okay. Well. Keep moving forward. Okay, how's... Kirkland's got flank fire. I mean, can you shoot them? That's a little nuts. How's Kirkland? There we go. There's the route. Okay. Start targeting them. Start targeting them. No, you don't need to go. Actually, that one's fine. That one makes more sense. Okay. Shift up. Keep shooting them. Did we lose sight of Paige? I mean, when's the battle over? Come on. Like, we hold all the objectives, right? Old church. Well, we don't need to capture that. But, I mean, at this rate, we're going to. Okay, I really need this artillery to go bye-bye. Are there any troops over there? That's interesting to see. There's skirmishers. Oh, okay. That was bad. Didn't like that. Okay. You're good. Those were casualties I didn't want to take there. You guys don't need to be that crazy. Man, I would love for this artillery to go away, though. That is for sure. Okay, move you guys up. This unit is dealing insane amounts of damage to us. Lewis. Just look at how much damage it's dealing to the Colonials. That's a rough amount of damage. Come on, let's have you guys move up. Okay, you guys are getting a little too far up. Okay, Colonials, that was not what I had in mind here. Lewis doing... Oh gosh, I really need Paige to go. That 20-pounder is trying its best. Can you guys hit Paige? You guys are hitting Lewis. Do they have anybody down over here? I don't think so. Maybe they do. This is probably where unneeded casualties are occurring. I don't see anything over here. Yeah, that's gonna make us go through this whole thing, isn't it? Okay. That's fine. Let's just continue. I can't believe Lewis is hanging in there. I can't believe Paige is hanging in there. Okay, so we've got Braxton right there. Can you guys detach some... Okay, that's a good amount of skirmishers. Oh, that's a breastwork in our favor. Okay. Oh, man. Do I really want to do this? I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of artillery if we can clean it up. I don't think they have anything out here, which is interesting. Come on, keep cleaning this up. How is Paige down to 69 guns left and not shattered? There we go. Alright, you guys need to move up. Glory, come down here. Colonials down here. Hit Lewis, please. How is Dole's still around? That's crazy. Okay. Come on, let's shatter as many of these as possible. Now there's a good chunk of units out there, actually. I mean, they're all beat up, they're all dead. So it's not really anything like crazy to think about, but it's more than I thought. Okay, really need... How is 174? That's a little nuts. Okay. Probably need to get you guys out of there. I just want to shatter artillery at this point. Alright, can we... I don't think you guys can charge him. Yeah, that was... okay, this pull back. And then... These are probably... Yeah, let's not get stuck in the swamp. So, you're fine to engage there. Vermont, why don't you just, go sit in that breastwork. You guys regroup over there. You guys need to get out of there. What's going on over here? That's actually perfectly fine. Those are good trades. I don't know if that's a good trade. Those are good trades. Pull you guys up. What do we have? 12 minutes left. Okay. The more guns we can shatter, the better. Yeah, so they've got fresh units down there, so we don't need to mess around with that. We could move you guys down. That's probably a good idea because it looks like you are about to be charged. Okay, that's good over there. Pull you guys down. Pull you down. Let's see how this melee... Oh, and they got rear flanked. Oh, crap. Okay. Sneaky skirmishers. Probably best to go take that and take that and go kind of sit over here. There we go. That's better. I feel like oh, the battle should be over. Come on, be over. Should have been over like an hour ago. Holy cow. Alright. So, 8,500 casualties, 19,000 killed. Could have done better. Could have done a lot better. A lot of that is in the middle section. We should have just pulled all the way back. We didn't need to be far forward. Kills, thankfully, it's just a sea of blue until you get down here. But those aren't like crazy kills or anything. Wolverines. Wolverines did work. That 24-pounder did work. Very, very good kills there. Let's see, officers we had. John Mason was killed, unfortunately. William Beardsley, Lieutenant Colonel, was wounded, but a bunch of promotions to 2 stars, 1 star to Colonel. So that's good. And then, you know, this is trash as usual. This is the weakest part of this game, by far, is the supplies that you gain from the enemy. When I do the Confederate CSA mod, I'm going to do some testing, and I want the supplies to be meaningful. I don't want a 1-for-1, but this is like 10%, if that. I think 25% is a lot more reasonable to me. You can argue, oh, that makes the game easier. It makes the game more fun. It's fun to earn loot. This is a net loss when you think about it. We lost 8,000 men, so that's 8,000 guns. This is, I don't know, what, 4,000, just kind of looking at it. There's about 2,000 right there, and then the next highest over here, maybe up to 3,000, maybe 5,000. So it's a net loss. And artillery, like some 10-pounders, and yeah. So that last push, probably not even worth it. As I said, like, I don't want a 1-for-1. I understand balancing. But I feel like 25% would be reasonable. You kill 19,000, especially when you capture people. And then shattering in this game, like, gives you nothing. Shattering's a weird mechanic in this game. But And then some of the guns you get are absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, let's see, captured. Like, we're capturing Tyler, Texas's. Those are what I put on my trash units, just to put in perspective. Like, Fayetteville's, that's great. Like to see that. And then CS Richmond's, that's really cool. But the Tyler, Texas's, no bueno. And CS Richmond's, you know, unfortunately, I don't think we go back to the camp screen, because I think the next battle is Fort Stevens. And it's kind of like Salem Church, where it just dives right on in. And what I really don't like about this is there's no save button for right here. So I don't know. Theoretically, I should put 3rd Corps in, because they're the freshest. Now, 3rd Corps also has some of my best men in it, but I don't know how condition carries over to this. This is the 4th of June, so there's 1 day in between. But as we saw, condition didn't really help us in that last one. So I think I'm going to put 3rd Corps in. And I really want to pause the video here and do this. Not having a save right here is really frustrating as a YouTuber, because I want to go to bed. I don't want to play this right now. I want to go to bed, but they've made it to where I need to play this. But this is going to be it for Cold Harbor, and then we'll do Fort Stevens on a completely separate episode. Even though for me, I'll probably have to play this right now. So that's it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about Cold Harbor. I think that battle is probably the least fun multi-day battle that they have in the game, because there's whole sections of it where the best thing to do is to do nothing, and you're not punished for doing nothing, and there's no incentive to actually go lose half your army attacking all those fortifications. So I would like to see the JMP crew figure out a way to redo that scenario just a little bit. I know they've been redoing. I mean, they don't redo scenarios with the JMP mod, but they change how like reinforcements work, and sometimes a few other things here and there. That battle, probably my least favorite grand battle I have done by a country mile. It might be in like top 3 of my least favorite battles in the entire game, period. That would just be like the, what is it, supply? The one where you use cavalry that aren't yours. That's got to be one of the worst ones in terms of like, it's just kind of a dumb scenario. But yeah, let me know what you thought about Cold Harbor. How do you guys play Cold Harbor? Do you do anything different? Do you lose more casualties? Do you take less casualties? Do you deal more? You know, I always like to hear how you guys do things there, but that is it for today's episode. So as always, guys, until next time.